Hi everyone, it's Shannon and welcome to today's video. So today's video I'm really excited to do because we are going to be going over some of Charlotte Tilbury's newest products. Some I've already reviewed and some are newer. I had planned on doing a video, but I ended up just doing a short and a TikTok. But I did want to kind of, I got some in PR, some I purchased on my own, but I did want to kind of do a video on all the brand new products that Charlotte Tilbury has come out with. I know she's gearing up to release some more. I've seen some, I guess, sneak peeks, but let's get into some of the products that are new to Charlotte Tilbury recently. So before we get into some of the products that are new that I haven't spoken about before, I did want to kind of do a recap on some of the products that I have reviewed at one point or another. So the first is going to be this Invisible UV Flawless Primer. It is SPF 50. So I talked about this, I think, in a favorites, and then I also did a TikTok reel, probably short, kind of all encompassing. Charlotte Tilbury did send this to me in PR, but I love it. So you can see I took this on our trip. I use this every day, twice a day. I even use this at night as my primer. I use this all the time. I used a good chunk of it. Like you can tell I probably used about half of it. It was great. Didn't get my face sunburn, so it worked well on that front, where this was the sunscreen that I applied. This was the sunscreen, it was the primer, it was both. So I didn't apply additional sunscreen on my face. This was it. Worked well, held my makeup really beautifully. And again, like I used this even at night when I didn't need sunscreen, but it was a great primer as well. So really a big fan of this, and I will definitely be repurchasing because I'm going to be going through this pretty quickly. The next product is going to be the cream bronzer. So this is Fair. This is the one I am wearing today. And so Fair is what I wear when I am not tan. So when I don't have any sort of spray tan, which is most of the time, this is the one that definitely looks best on me. The one I took on vacation was the 2 because I did spray tan. I did get a tan, and this one is just a little too light. So the 2, the medium, is what I wear when I'm on vacation, when I have a little bit of color. This is the one I wear pretty much, the rest of the time. I really love it. Let me tell you, it is waterproof. It doesn't budge. It's great. Now, I will say I typically would put cream bronzer on with a brush. I find with this one, I like applying it with a wet sponge. So that's the only difference. It does dry down really well. And I find with the wet sponge, I'm able to kind of blend it out a little bit more, and it blends out easier, and it doesn't dry down as fast with a wet sponge, but it does dry down. It's waterproof. There was times where I realized, oh, it's a little blotchy, and then I tried to blend it out after and I couldn't. So, that's the thing, is that once it dries down, it dries down. Like it is set. So you just want to make sure you blend it out as best as possible. And that's where I find I can still use a brush with it. But I find that using a wet sponge is great, but I still love it just as much as I did when I first reviewed it. Okay, so the next update are these Makeup on the Go kits. I think that's what they were called. This is the one in Date Night. I have one in Golden Glow. I just have no idea where it is. It's probably in one of my suitcases. So this, I loved this. I took both. I was going to take only one, but I ended up taking both on vacation, and I used them a lot. I especially used them. I didn't use them once we got to Disney World, but I did use them a lot on the ship during the day. This is what I wore. It was very, very easy. You have the eye wand, the cheek and lip tint or wand, and then the highlighter. I'm actually wearing this highlighter today, but the wand really worked well. Now, I did see that Tara Lynn, because I do watch her, she mentioned that hers dried out. I haven't had that issue. So this is the one for Date Night. Still working really, really well. Not dried out, but this is the other one, works really well, no problem. And this is the matte one, and I think this is the one that dried out on her, but again, no problem. So it didn't dry out on me, don't know, but Oh, I got a little coughing attack there. Again, really great for a cruise vacation. I thought they were great. I didn't take it on the island with me because we really weren't on the island very long, but it was just really convenient. And I can't recommend this enough. What I would say is if you are going to get these, I would just buy one or two. I wouldn't buy all the sets, and then buy if you wanted the colors, because again, the 2 highlighters, there's only 2. So if you got 2 sets, if you wanted each of the highlighters, or just get one and then get the eye wands or get the cheek. I didn't need additional cheek tints or the cheek ones because I got one in a warm color, one in a pink. So I feel like I'm covered. The eye wands, I did get a couple, but again, I think these are really great and very convenient. They are pricey, but they're very convenient for traveling on the go. And I know a lot of people don't like the packaging, but I think when you're traveling, I think it's great. So for the bronzer and the on-the-go kits, I purchased those myself. So those were not received in PR. I did purchase those myself. Now we're going to get into the items that are recent, that are new to Charlotte Tilbury, that I have received and I have been using, but I haven't necessarily reviewed on my channel. So the first is going to be this glow toner. So this came out and I was interested in it, but I really don't use a toner. But they sent it to me in PR. So I started using it, and I love it. Now, I don't use it every day. I probably use it every other day, but I do really like it. Now, this is the thing. It's an acid-free toner, and I think I'm used to something that has acid. This is acid-free, and it does leave your face glowing. I definitely use it when I'm going to be applying makeup. I feel like it is a really great prep for your skin. So some of the claims that it has is that it is inspired by the brightening, pore refining effects of an acid toner. This high performance acid free toner is enriched with high performance ingredients from the balancing, smoothing, and pore refining properties of niacinamide, resurfacing acid alternatives, super peptide, royal pigeon, I don't know, P5, and exfoliative and plant-derived pore minimizing pore tight. And then there's a bunch of claims like 93% felt, whatever. But all I can say is I really like it. Now, it is pricey. This is $55, so it is really pricey. If you've never purchased at Charlotte Tilbury, you can use my link below. On your first purchase, you can get 15% off. So it is pricey, but if you wanted to try it, they do have a smaller version that's 30 ml that is $19. So you could try it if you wanted to see if you like it, not have to commit yourself to a $55 product. But as a 46-year-old woman, I'm really enjoying this. I think it really leaves my face and a little goes a long way. Like, this is going to last me a while. So, because it doesn't take a lot. I apply it with my fingers. I did a little video. I'll post it up here. Very, very simple. You know, you just kind of put it on your skin and it really does leave your skin glowing. So it's a glow toner. Okay, so the next item is actually fairly new as well. And this item, again, wasn't something I was interested in purchasing, but they sent it to me in PR. So I was like, I'll try it. And it is the brand new Take It All Off. So this is it's infused with chamomile, eye bright extracts, and it is just basically a makeup remover. So I was like, okay, but as you can see, it is kind of like you have to mix it. And it very, very gentle. So it is not, I am currently using like a balm. Like I use a double cleanse, I do a balm, and then I go in. So this is a little different. So this, you go in, you shake it, and then you put it on a like a cotton swab, and then you put it on your eyes, and then you let it soak. So you let it soak on your eyes, and then you take off the makeup. So I used it, it worked. I was honestly used it and I thought, there's no way this is going to take off my makeup. I was wearing a waterproof makeup, a waterproof mascara, and this took it off beautifully. And it, sometimes with the balm, it'll leave my eyes a little irritated. This did not. So I still think I prefer a balm more than this. but this is definitely more gentle. I think I'm just also not used to this. So I'm started using this, probably use it today. I do really like it. Now again, this is again, take it all off, and it says, my take it all off makeup remover is two-toned easy bi-phase makeup remover, which effortlessly removes waterproof long wear and the hardest to shift makeup. It's a new formula infused with comforting chamomile and soothing eye bright that gently removes makeup while hydrating your skin and conditioning your lashes and lips. So it's also good for lipstick as well. So you basically, you shake, you soak, and then you swipe. This is $34. So this is $34. There is a smaller one, again, that is 30 mil, that is $16. So you're gonna get a quarter of it for half the price. So you might as well just get this one if you wanted it. I do really like it. I don't know if I would spend $34 on it. I would probably wait for a sale. I do really like it. It is very, very gentle. I do tend to use higher end cleansing products. It's not like I use stuff from the drugstore. I think for me on this one, I need to get used to it to see if I really like it. Just because I've been using a cleansing balm for probably about 18 months now. So this one, I'm just not used to it. But it does work. So I am pretty impressed with it. So that is the Take It All Off. Next up is a brand new shade in the Kissing Formula lipstick, and that is Island Dream. Here it is right here. And I am wearing it today. So this is, it was kind of odd because she just came out with this one shade for summer, but it is a sun-kissed coral lipstick in my Satin Soft moisturizing formula for perfect summer pout. Now I do prefer her Matte Revolution lipstick just because I prefer a matte lipstick anyway, but I also do love the Kissing formula. I specifically love the Kissing formula in the winter months when it's a little colder, where a matte lipstick is going to leave me feeling a little dry. So this is what I'm wearing today, Island Dream. I love it. I loved pairing it with the Eyes to Mesmerize, which I'm going to talk about in a few minutes, because I think it's a little bit darker than I normally would. Sometimes I go with if I have a heavy eye look, I will go with a paler lip, but today I went with the Eyes to Mesmerize, and I'm using the Exagger-Eyes, which I thought paired really well with this lipstick. And again, I think it's just a beautiful color, and so it's just a really pretty color. I think it's very universally flattering. I'm probably going to be working on a video next of my favorite, because I have quite a few of the Kissing formula and the Matte Revolution formula. So I'm probably going to be doing a video on each, kind of demonstrating each of them, because I get a lot of questions on which ones I like, and it really just depends on what I'm wearing and what my eye look is. So, but this one I'm loving. It's absolutely beautiful. This is, her lipsticks, to me, Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks are the best to me. There is no comparison. So I have quite a few. I was going to probably purchase this one before they sent it to me in PR. Really glad to have it. Absolutely love it. And if you are thinking about this one, I would get it. Plus the packaging is really pretty. And finally, we are going to be talking about the 3 brand new shades of the Eyes to Mesmerize. And if you followed me for any length of time, you know that Eyes to Mesmerize is my favorite. I just absolutely love them. I have them in pretty much every color. And when they came out with 3, I immediately purchased them. So I purchased them on my own. However, then they sent me in PR. So they actually sent me a box with all the new products, and these were in them. So, but I did purchase them on my own as soon as I saw that they were released, and then I got them sent to PR. So, so I have backups. But there's 3 new shades: Golden Eclipse, Sunlit Glow, and Exagger-Eyes. I'm wearing Exagger-Eyes today. So this is Golden Eclipse. So Golden Eclipse is described as a warm sunset gold cream. And this one is a re-release. This came out, I want to say, in either 2019 or 2020 in a Christmas kit. But it never was released, I believe, on its own. So this is a re-release. I had seen it on like Macari and used, but I never purchased it. So I was very happy to see that they re-released it. Now this one is, I thought it was going to be very similar to Copper Sunrise, but it's not. It's much lighter, and it's just a really pretty color. Let's see, I get a little bit more here. And it is really, really pretty. I love it on blue eyes. I probably prefer the Copper Sunrise a little bit more just because I do like a darker eye, but I do really like this one. Okay, so the next shade is the Sunlit Glow, and this one is the first that I know of that is a duochrome, and it is described as a long-lasting golden pink duochrome effect cream eyeshadow. So it really is. It is absolutely stunning. So when I first did these in the TikTok short, whatever I did, this was my initial favorite. So this is the shade, and I absolutely love it. But you can see it has the shift. It is absolutely beautiful. I feel like this one is more of a kind of an evening look just because it is a little, it has a duochrome. You could definitely wear it during the day if you wanted to. It is light enough, but it definitely gives that shift. But I do feel like this is more of an evening cream eyeshadow, if that makes any sense. But I love this one, and I still love it as much as I did, except that I do like the next one just a little bit more. And then the last of the three shades is the Exagger-Eyes. So Exagger-Eyes is the name of one of her quads, and now it is also one of her cream eyeshadows. So this is the one I am wearing today. And this one I loved initially, but I like the Sunlit Glow. As I've worn them, I kind of prefer this one. I think this one is a little bit more versatile. Again, I feel like the Sunlit Glow is a little bit much for daytime, where this one I've worn this one quite a bit. I've worn this one to a birthday party, at Chuck E. Cheese. I've worn this one a couple times, whereas the Sunlit Glow I think I've only worn once or twice. But again, I'm wearing this today. They apply beautifully. I feel like it's the same formula. I feel if anything, the Sunlit Glow might be a little bit different because that one arrived a little bit melted. Didn't affect it, but it didn't have the pretty little swirl when I first got them, but it doesn't really affect the performance. But those are the three shades. So that is Golden Eclipse, that is Sunlit Glow, and that is Exagger-Eyes. Now again, I do prefer the ones that are a little bit darker, which is probably why I do prefer the Exagger-Eyes. I love all three. Again, I love the Charlotte Tilbury cream, Eyes to Mesmerize shadows. I think there's nothing that compares. I had the Tom Ford ones, and I ended up just decluttering them. I never tried Auric, but just to me, nothing compares. I am working on trying to find a drugstore dupe because I have had people say I really can't afford to spend $34 on one cream eyeshadow, which I do understand. So I am working on, how do others compare? So I am working on that. I'm going to say that there are no dupes. You're not going to get the same quality, but there are some really good alternatives that are lesser priced. So that video is forthcoming. I just need to put it together. But if you've ever thought about getting one of the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize, I definitely highly recommend one of these three. I think they're all beautiful. Again, that is a Golden Eclipse, that is Sunlit Glow, and that is Exagger-Eyes. I think they're all beautiful. Again, I do prefer the Copper Sunrise over Golden Eclipse. These would definitely be in at least my top 5. Well, these would definitely be in my top 5. I'm not sure about Golden Eclipse. Copper Sunrise is still one of my favorites. However, Copper Sunrise was limited edition and you can't get it anymore. So I think these two are going to be 1 and 2, and they could kind of switch every day. I think these are probably my 2 favorite of all the colors that I have a whole ranking video, but they were from before I had these. So I think these 2 are going to be my 1 and 2. Probably Golden Eclipse would be 4 or 5, I would say. It's not going to surpass Copper Sunrise, but I think it would either be 4 or 5, but it would definitely be in the top 5. But these 3 are great. I think they're a great buy. They last. I've had a couple. I've had my first one for over 2 years now, and it's still amber gold. Still works beautifully, just as well as it did when I first got it. Beautiful, and I think they're so easy. They're so great, and I love them. So that is it for all the new products from Charlotte Tilbury. Again, the Eyes to Mesmerize, I knew I was gonna love them. So that's when I bought them. I knew when they came out with 3 new shades, I knew I had to get them. So that was a no-brainer. The lipstick, again, I love Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, so was a no-brainer to buy the shade. This shade was something that was totally up my alley. Absolutely love it. And it's a nice darker shade, but it's still a nude, so I feel more comfortable wearing it. A little bit sometimes darker shades like pinks and stuff I just don't feel comfortable wearing, but this one I absolutely love. The Glow Toner. Glow Toner I think is great. Do you need it? No. Does it work well? Yes. And it leaves your face glowing, so if you can afford it, you might want to try it. Maybe try the smaller one or wait for a sale, but it's really, really great. The Take It All Off, it's really good. It's good. But do you need it? No. And for me, I'm not sure if I like it more than a cleansing balm. So it just, you know, the jury's out on that. Just because I'm used to a cleansing balm, that's kind of what I'm used to. It works really well. It does leave my face. It doesn't irritate my eyes, which I do really like. So I'm going to keep trying it out and seeing if I like it. You know, maybe I get used to it and see. And then the other things, as far as the other products, the on-the-go kits, I loved them as much as I thought. The cream bronzer, again, it's fabulous. And then was there anything else? I thought there was one thing else. I forgot, but I'm sure there was one other thing that I forgot to mention. But, you know, I love Charlotte Tilbury, that's no secret, so I'm not surprised. Usually I won't buy something unless I think I'm going to like it, so it's not a surprise that I do like everything. But if I was going to recommend any of the new products, it would be the Eyes to Mesmerize new shades. I think they're fabulous. I think they're probably 3 of the best shades she's ever come out with. The Exagger-Eyes and the Sunlit Glow. Which one should you get? Honestly, I would try and get both if you could. If you had to pick one, I would say if you were looking for something to wear during the day, get Exagger-Eyes. If you're looking for something that you could wear at night or, you know, for a little bit more dressy, then get Sunlit Glow. But I think they're fabulous. So with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Also, don't forget that if you've never purchased on Charlotte Tilbury, you can use my code below and the link, and you will get 15% off your first order. So with that, bye everyone.